And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today I'm taking a look at a game called Booo. Now, Booo is a game about ghosts, and the ghost is scaring people who are foolishly enough have gone into a castle trying to find him. But Booo is really not about the scary theme. Booo is a logic game in which you are going to be solving a maze. There's going to be a bunch of tiles on the board, and you are going to quickly be looking at those, trying to find the right color to solve getting the ghost from one spot on the board to another spot on the board. At the same time, of course, everybody else is trying to do it faster than you. Here's how it plays. So there's a frame built here, and then in this frame you're going to have different squares. Now the squares always have their number pointing towards the white tower, but they can be mixed up in any order you want. These trapdoors and these wild ghost tokens are placed in these rooms here, but you can really set them up anywhere you want. You're going to have a stack of tiles, which you'll carefully set up and then apparently knock over right before you teach the game, numbered from 1 to whatever number, depending on the number of players in the game. So each round, before you start the game, you're going to determine what route you're going to use. So let's say 3. All right, so we're going to use route 3. You turn over this person. Now this person here, we're using route 3. So we're going to flip this over here to 3. And 3 shows the blue shield and orange portrait. So look here, here's the orange portrait. Here's the blue shield in that row. So this person's here. Now everyone at the same time has to get the ghost to this room. Now they're going to get the ghost to this room by using colored doors, but you can only use one colored door. So here, for example, maybe I'll say blue, and so I can move here through this blue door, and then go up here through this blue door, and then blue, and then blue, blue, move down here, blue, blue, and I get in. I actually could have got in with some other doors too, but if I did that, if I'm the person to find it, so the first person to find it shouts it out, they have to show it right away. You can't decide at that point, hey, I'm going to find it now. No, you get the person that you've scared, and you're also going to take the color tile that you used. Now, this color tile does two things. First of all, someone else will take it from you if they also use a blue route in the future. However, while this tile is in front of you, you cannot use blue. So the ghost is now in this room. We turn over 2. Remember, we're still using route 3. So it's yellow shield, green portrait. Green portrait, yellow shield. We put this person here. How fast can we get there? So I'm looking here. Is it green? Green, green. No. Maybe I could do blue. And what other color could I use? So I'm thinking here, and everyone else is probably thinking at the same time. So I'm going to say white. And you say, okay, so I move here through white. I come over here into this room. Now, once you get to this room here, I can change my color. So now I'm going to say green. So I move through here, go through the green door, go through the green door, go in here. These rooms allow you to change your color to something else as you go through. If you're in a trapdoor room, you can go from one of those secret passages to the other. If I had got it with green, I would take the green tile or I would take the white tile, whichever one I want, if I'm starting with the 2 colors. And then this person would come off and the ghost would be here, and then we would add the next person. The game is over when one person has 4 of these in front of them, they win. Or if one person gets 5 guests, they win. Or if you just run out of tiles, at that point you add your tiles and your guests to each other, and whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. Now, Booo is interesting for me in the random setups because there is possibility, I don't think it's happened maybe but once, where for some reason the ghost can't get from one spot to the other. And that depends on where you might have put those color changing rooms and the other rooms. So you might say, well, no colors. In that instance, you kind of just reset or pick a different path or something like that. But other than that, it works. Now, I think it works because you have those people in order, and because you have the tiles all pointing in the same direction. But there still is a lot of randomness in the game, right? Because in the top corner, one of the 9 tiles can go. And then in the spot next to it, any one of the remaining 8. So that's 72 combinations right there. And then you have the next tile there times 7, etc. So there's a huge amount of randomness there. Then you multiply that number by 4 because there's 4 distinct paths that you can take. Then you add that to the where did you put the color changing rooms and the trapdoors, and a lot of changing can happen. So that's great. The concept of the game is good. I like games like this. This is very similar to another game called Ricochet Robot, where you're bouncing robots off walls, trying to get them to a goal. In this one, you are moving the ghost through doors, trying to get to a goal. So you sit there and say, okay, does green work? And if you're like me, you probably work backwards. You're going from the room the ghost goes to, green, 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 green. No, I don't think green works. Wait, what if I went this way? No, green doesn't work. And then someone else shouts out orange, and you're like, I should have picked orange. But while this game is going to benefit people who are skilled at looking things, I do like that the fact is that there's different colors, and so you might just pick the color that works as the first one you look at. However, if someone's really fast, they're also going to get colors in front of them. So I have green, blue, and yellow in front of me, and I'm like, ooh, yellow's the way to do it. But I can't say it. I can't say that yellow's the finished one because it's in front of me. And so that's kind of a balancing mechanism in case someone's faster than somebody else. This is a game that makes people think. It's a game that on its cover and everything, at first I thought it was a kid's game. And you know what? I played it with kids, and it can work for kids. Although it also works for adults. If you like games where you're sitting there and trying to quickly puzzle something out, if you like mazes, this is going to do really well for you. The theme is fun and silly. It's a silly ghost. Woo! But the game itself is logical and thoughtful and fast. I like it. Boo. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.